Welcome May. We've seen a lot of active energy in April. It wasn't the easiest of months. We've been healing a lot of deep wounds in April, guys. So I'm glad that April's over. So here we are in May, and due to the astrology, people are saying, astrologers that I follow, that the worst is behind us, and we have grown, we've released. We're not the same people that we used to be on a deep level, on an energetic level. So the rest of the year, I feel, especially starting from this new moon in Taurus, where we're looking at our self-worth, our self-value, we are now transforming, and things are going to organically fall away that are not aligned with our new self, our higher vibration. I've already pulled some cards for the general energy of May. Then I'm going to go into a few planetary aspects, such as the full moon, the new moon, Pluto retrograde, which is May the 2nd, actually, when I'm recording this, and when Jupiter, a big planet, only changes signs every 2 years, goes into the sign of Gemini, so that's a big deal. Now, the Sun also shifts signs on the 20th, goes into Gemini, so we're going to feel that shift from Taurus, Earth, into Gemini, Mind. So bear with me, and I'll speak about those in a moment, guys. But what I was getting was this energy here, spiritual awakening. This is all about waking up to something, and I did say at the beginning, the energy I felt was that we have rebirthed, or we're in a program of rebirthing right now. We are not the same people, vibration that we used to be. There's a part of you that wants to be released, that has died, that no longer resonates with people, places and situations around you. Beliefs that you used to believe in. This is all divinely orchestrated. Now, this spiritual awakening energy is a higher energy. It's a connection to spirit. So this is asking you in May to connect more with spirituality, read books, get some energy healing, that kind of energy. Really spend some time with who you are now, who you really are. And the next card that came up, a next chakra card that I used, was inspiration. And this is what I feel with this energy this is what I feel with this energy. It coincides with this here, the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. This is our throat chakra. It's speaking our truth and being inspired by your words, but also not your words, other people's energy around you, looking up to people and getting inspired by them that are already on that spiritual journey. And maybe you can be mentored by them, look up to them, look on YouTube. There's lots of spiritual gurus out there, guys, and this is saying take inspiration, but also the inspiration you get with this high vibe that you now are. It's saying be the beacon of light, shine your light, speak your truth, because you are inspiring and creating a better future for you, a higher vibration for you. Ultimately, then that's contagious with the people around you. So it's almost as if the people around you that you inspire and inspire you, high positive vibes, growth, expansion, they're going to stick out like a sore thumb in May. And the people that are not, these are the ones that are where boundaries are needed to be put in, and this is where possibly letting go of some old cycles within you that have held you back. And again, we've changed, we've grown. The first 4 months of this year have been pretty intense for that awakening. It's wanted to get your attention for a reason, because this is what's abound. Cornucopia. Now in May, the majority of it were in Taurus energy. That new moon on the 8th, which I'll talk about in a moment, is filled with abundance, wealth, self-worth and value, and you'll attract what you feel you are worth. Fear, I said there. So if anybody has got them fears around self-worth and self-value, this is where it could come up also this month. What also we came up with was guilt and shame, where we could have some old programs of guilt and shame about evolving and leaving people behind in situations that no longer align to this new abundant energy. Remember, you are enough this month. And it's all about this Jupiterian energy of abundance and wealth. Good luck, good fortune. Now let's get into some of the aspects of this month. The first one starting on May the 2nd, which is Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. This happens every year, and it's for a long period of time. This is going over all ground because it's dipping from Aquarius, where it newly went into in January, and it's dipping back into Capricorn. It's an old cycle before it then does a full stint of 20 years in Aquarius. Pluto transforms. This is where it could feel a little uncomfortable, but this again, we've already been there, we've already done the work. This is where just things are transforming around you, I feel. You're being liberated from these old versions of you. So this is where I feel like this Pluto retrograde is bringing up. It's very slow energy, so it's not going to be quick and fast like the Mercury retrograde energy. It's going to be a slow energy. So it's integration. It is internal. Pluto is very deep. So it's trying to match your internal vibration with your external world. And this is where things can come in, where you can see that they'll no longer serve you. So let's just go into my energy oracle now and pull one card for the Pluto retrograde, happening May the 2nd right up until October the 11th. But obviously we're just looking at it from May perspective, so it's going to be in the sign of Aquarius in May. So Pluto retrograde, what is this energy? Yeah, on your journey, dropping the baggage. What I was saying earlier, Pluto wants you to get your attention from what was heavy. It's no longer serving you anymore. So again, going over the same ground I covered at what I was feeling with the overall energy. Number 2, it's about a union. This is a union within you, first and foremost. But our relationships come in to mirror, to perceive, to project what we need to look at. And it's all about being good enough. So that's the energy for the Pluto retrograde in May in Aquarius. Bottom of the deck, rest and rejuvenation. This is where we're integrating. Some of you can feel physically tired, I feel, in May, where it's wanting you to slow down and allow the universe to come in and allow these changes to come in. Remember, the energy I was getting, I've been connected quite a lot with Ganesha, the deity. And that's all about new beginnings, but being protected on your new beginning. And he's all about good luck, good fortune, clearing out the negativity. So I feel like this is what Pluto retrograde, starting on the May the 2nd for May, is all about. Now the next aspect is going to be the new moon in Taurus on the 8th of May. And I'm really excited for this, guys. It's going to be a great new moon, full of abundance and joy. And you're really going to feel this cornucopia energy, which I've already pulled here. Again, if we look at that number 2 on it, I know it's a number 11, but add them together and it's 2. It's that union of mirroring your internal world with your external world. But we've got to believe that we are enough and we are worthy. And release any guilt and shame this month where you have felt that you are not. It's a great month for manifestation also. And that new moon is fantastic. So if you do new moon rituals, guys, make sure you put some believe in the impossible energy in there. So new moon on the 8th of May. What is the energy for that? What is the energy for the new moon? Look at this. A woman holding a heart. So this says to me, and it's 44. 4s are about stability and security. This is where the feminine can create, but she has to feel safe enough to create her dreams. Whether that dream includes happy ever after, love, family, romance, new project, wherever that might be, wherever ignites the feminine's creativity. This is where we've been doing the transformation. To release the swords around the feminine's heart, where she couldn't be open to receive because she didn't feel worthy. She didn't feel good enough. So with this new moon in Taurus, it is saying, open up your heart to receive the abundance of life. What's at the bottom of the deck? I always go top and bottom, guys. Oh, rest and rejuvenation. Yeah, this is coming in thick and strong. So the first week, most certainly, rest and rejuvenation while you're integrating and doing this manifestation work. So I feel the first week in May, it is that rest, rejuvenation. Just plant the seeds, releasing old beliefs around guilt and shame, not being good enough, any poverty consciousness, any lack energy, because this new moon is magical, I do feel, guys. And then we have, on the 20th, we have the sun going into Gemini. So the 20th of May, sun in Gemini, what's the energy for that? Let's have a look. Contract. Number on this card is 6. Now you can see there's a woman here. She's blindfolded. She's holding the scales of balance, of justice, karmic balance. So with this sun in Gemini on the 20th of May, I feel like there's some kind of karmic balance coming in. Now Gemini is the mind. This is where we've been in that positive, negative, possibly not speaking our truth. The critical thinker. Fearing the worst. Again, this could come down to fears and this lack mentality. So that's interesting. What's at the bottom of the deck on for 20th? Just bear with me, guys. The world. Now, the world in tarot represents a closure of one cycle and beginning another. Yeah, this is like divinely orchestrated. And it's leading me to the full moon in Sagittarius for whatever reason. Something coming in with that full moon in Sagittarius, 23rd of May. And that would be my next port of call. So let's go into that energy. So 23rd of May, what do we have? Full moon in Sag, goddess of the moon. So there's that feminine energy again, open to receive your dreams, your manifestation. Sagittarius energy is ruled by Jupiter. And we have a lot of energy around Jupiter in May. The benefic, the... okay, now I'm getting a nod to Venus. So Venus rules Taurus. So we're in the predominantly Venus energy, the first part of the first 3 weeks of May. So Venus is that cornucopia, that abundance, your worth, your value. And this is saying that this full moon in Sagittarius linked to Jupiter is going to expand. But remember, it'll expand anything. So focus on your dreams, your desires. Dream big. Because this is where the expansion will come in. But if you're in that lack mentality, it's not going to do that. It's going to have the opposite effect. So it's important, I feel, for the first couple of weeks of May, certainly the first week, is getting rid of any kind of deceptive, masculine wounds. Where we fear stability, insecurity and instability. Where your mind keeps you small in fear. Again, I'm getting that guilt and shame coming in. And don't forget, if we are healing with that Gemini energy, ancestral contracts, there's a lot of ancestral deceit, guilt and shame comes in, being carried down from our generations over money, over poverty consciousness, over lack, over fear, insecurity, instability. Okay. So we're still not getting away from that energy, but I'm glad to see it's not going back into I don't feel pulled back into the last 4 months. We've been doing a lot of healing on this, releasing the wounded masculine. I don't feel we're going back into that, but there is still little remnants there, of course there is, of this ending out some karmic contracts here, guys. So on May the 25th, Jupiter is changing and going into Gemini. So again, more Gemini energy. The sun will be in Gemini. So this is the mind again. So let's see what May the 25th has to offer. We have attachments. Now, when I picked up that card, another one wanted to show itself. So let's see what that one was. So May the 25th, Jupiter shifting signs. It's going to expand areas to do with our masculine heart. Healing, where we've healed, where we've set ourselves free from some old attachments. Again, Gemini is the mind. Where we've been in that duality, I can't do this, thinking the worst case scenario. So I'm liking that energy. 25th of May, Jupiter in Gemini. We're being set free from some old attachments, some old beliefs that have kept us in guilt and shame, not enough, kept us blocked from our dreams, our cornucopia. Okay guys, if you're enjoying this, please do hit that subscribe button. It does help my channel to be seen and recognised on YouTube and the algorithms. And I will speak with you very, very soon. Take good care.